Hello, Aquarius. Happy start of the week because today is Monday, June 29, 2026, and every moment you live in this reality is a lesson disguised as experience. Nothing happens by chance. Both your victories and your setbacks, your calm moments and your difficult ones, are all part of an invisible tapestry working to support your growth. Learning is the true engine of existence, and everything happening around you is pushing you toward an inner transformation that, in time, will allow you to rise to higher, renewed, and strengthened planes. That's why you mustn't let the weight of the past trap you, nor let anxiety about the future steal your peace. Look at what's happening with the eyes of a learner, and you'll discover that even the most painful experiences hold a hidden treasure. Today, abundance and prosperity open up before you in many ways. Perhaps not through cold, hard cash, but if you choose to receive it with gratitude and share it with the people you love, you'll uncover a deep joy that goes beyond the material. It might come through news, through songs that inspire you, that move you deeply. That, too, is abundance. Abundance of meaning, abundance of gratitude. Now let's dive into the concrete details for love, health, work, and your lucky numbers and fortunes for this week. In health, your body is a reflection of the care you give it, something we already know. Lately, you may have been neglecting your physical strength, and that's starting to affect your vital energy. Planet Saturn is warning you about this. It's time to rebuild habits that strengthen your muscles and boost your endurance. It's not about obsessing over how you look, but about getting ready for the demands life will place in your path, because you'll need a strong body to hold up your ambitions. Take your time choosing the activity that fits you best. It could be a sport that truly stirs your passion, a gym routine with guidance from a certified trainer, or even practices that blend body and mind like yoga, dance, tai chi, or Pilates, just to name a few. What matters isn't how intense it is, but consistency and enjoyment. That's health too. Also, stay alert because you might receive news about the health of someone close to you. Your support and calm presence could be just what that person needs during a delicate moment. As for your professional life, the world of work might especially be a place where it's never been easy terrain. The competition is real and will continue to exist, but don't see it as a threat. Instead, view it as motivation to keep preparing yourself. Invest time in putting your knowledge into practice, not just in your current field, but also in others that might open up new pathways for you. Knowledge is the only wealth no one can take from you, and the more you educate yourself, the freer you'll become, because the stronger your future will be. Signs also point to work-related travel or a side course of study being especially well supported. Even if you've been working for years, why not try to improve? If an opportunity arises to move to a different place, even just the next town, don't let it slip by. The same applies if you're looking for a new job. Why not take a look at cities a little farther away from your own? Also consider learning a new language, for instance, or picking up new skills, or even working on improving your resume. Even if right now it seems like a distant challenge, or maybe even unnecessary, it might just turn out to be the key that unlocks a door even bigger down the road. Remember, the more you expand your knowledge, the greater your chances of growing in any area of life. And by the way, keep an eye on it. Today, Jupiter is really boosting this kind of energy, so go for it. In the financial realm, the forces around you are supporting prosperity. As I mentioned at the start, this applies broadly, both financially and in terms of overall abundance. It's as if a channel has opened through which the abundance you've been seeking flows more easily. But don't mistake this for the idea that everything arrives without effort, or that it's just about money. The astrological energy is a spark, and you must ignite the fire with your own work, your persistence, and your clarity of purpose. Visualize what you want with sharp precision. The mind is a creative instrument. If you train it to focus on concrete goals, you'll soon see the necessary opportunities appear. However, guard your path against those who sow doubt or emit negative judgments. Others, pessimism shouldn't interfere with your projects. It's time to realize that wealth begins as an inner attitude before it reflects outward. And that's where it comes in. Avoiding people who are overly complaining or stuck in a constant negative mindset about money. Simply flow through your environment with awareness of its true nature. Take note now of your lucky numbers and fortunes for this week. You're ruled by number 11, a mystical, magical number, along with 28 and 39. Play them throughout the day and may you have an abundance of luck, so much luck. And love can never be forced, because what truly unites two people doesn't respond to haste or demands. If you're already in a relationship, remember that any obstacle can be overcome when both of you are rowing in the same direction. Don't try to solve everything from your own personal perspective. The key lies in listening, in being patient, and in building a bridge of trust that brings you back to peace. A kind word at the right moment can be more powerful than a long argument. Harmony is the result of honest communication and shared commitment. If you're single, the best thing you can do is take a close look at how you relate to others. Sometimes you might long for a deep and genuine connection, but perhaps your attitude is closing more doors than it's opening, and you haven't even realized it yet. But it's easy to fix, so don't worry, don't rush. The right person will come when you're ready to welcome them, and not a moment before. Because think about it, many times we wonder, why do I always end up attracting the same kind of person? Because it doesn't matter what face or body they have. Eventually, they all end up doing the same thing, because it's the energy you're vibrating at. That's the only kind of people you can attract. You need to shift your energy frequency by feeling peaceful, feeling good, feeling joyful in your own way, through your unique outlook on life and your core life archetype. It's okay if nothing changes outwardly, but what matters most is that you raise your frequency. Because patience, even though it may seem like just waiting, is actually an art of inner building. Make yourself a fertile space, and you'll see how life naturally sends you people who resonate with your frequency. It's better to wait just a little longer and have someone genuine show up, rather than settle for someone average who makes your life settle for less. Don't you agree? For your energy field, today your energy is at a moderate point, but clearly trending upward. This is thanks to Jupiter's productive energy. Don't wait for vitality to come your way by chance. Move toward what you desire, what sparks your excitement. Do something you enjoy and treat yourself to a small indulgence you've been putting off for too long. It could be your favorite sweet. Why not? If you happen to pass by that bakery or pastry shop you love so much, go ahead and spoil yourself. Those simple gestures release the energy that's been sleeping inside you and turn it into creative momentum or your favorite meal. As for your energetic outlook, today your honesty is both your shield and your sword. The transparency that gives you magnetic strength, something others recognize and value in you, is going to be your greatest treasure. Avoid any temptation to disguise the truth, because every lie drags along another, and eventually the burden becomes unbearable. And besides, you're not a sign that lies. Clarity, on the other hand, opens lasting pathways of respect and trust. On the downside, be careful and avoid planning, because that could be your biggest mistake. Moving forward without clear goals is like navigating without a compass. You'll end up reaching ports you never wanted. Define your short and long-term goals, but break them down into small, immediate targets that keep you motivated. Each step you achieve will be a reminder that you're heading in the right direction. Also, be careful. Don't let first impressions lead you astray. Sometimes a person's toughness is just a shield hiding a very sweet vulnerability. Be careful with your judgments, and remember that even those who seem distant still hold onto their emotions. If you respond with violence or indifference, you'll only feed a cycle of misunderstanding. Be a model of respect, and you'll discover kind answers from people you'd least expect. As for the topic of students, if you're currently on the path of study, this period points to expansion. Intellectual growth opportunities will be closer than you think, even if they don't immediately seem obvious. Your perseverance is starting to be noticed by those around you, which is making them include you in projects or activities of greater importance. If you're able to do it, even better. Don't push too hard, because you're already laying the groundwork for a solid future. If you're studying on your own, going it solo, that's perfectly fine. Actually, it's great, because you'll also feel this sense of expansion when it comes time to take on various kinds of knowledge. Collaborations or invitations to work as part of a team might arise. If that happens, and it's being suggested by the institution, don't turn it down, even if it's hard to give up some control. Sharing ideas, debating, and learning from others will help you move forward more quickly than if you were doing it all on your own at this stage. Remember, real learning isn't just about gathering information. It's also about knowing how to share it, discuss it, and enrich it with the perspectives of others. That's where true greatness lies. And when it comes to compatibility, today is a fantastic day for you with these 3 signs. First, with people born under the sign of Aries, today highlights the importance of connections on every level. Growth comes from working together and harmonizing with those around you. Even though the task isn't always easy, you'll soon see how rewarding it is to keep the bond strong. That's where the key lies. Second, with people born under the sign of Cancer, as you get to know others more deeply, you end up discovering yourself. Every relationship is like a metaphorical mirror, and in that reflection, you'll find unexpected rewards. And today, connecting with people born under this sign turns everything into a fertile space for learning and also for visualizations. And third, with people born under the sign of Scorpio, the day also reminds you that miracles happen when you open up. Life isn't perfect or free of stumbles. It's made of lights and shadows that alternate. Accept the truth and discover the beauty and imperfection, which is wonderful. On the downside, you might experience some kind of disagreement or emotional distance with someone born under the sign of Sagittarius, but remember, only today and only if you end up arguing. Wishing you an absolutely fantastic day. See you tomorrow, Aquarius.